The Kalistoic is a training philosophy and a way of life. It's something that you have to experience to understand. And as a gym owner, calisthenics athlete, and a coach, this is my Stoics journal to anyone who wants to understand it. Also, me, I'm an African, so Kalistoic is basically the typical two words into one, calisthenics and stoicism. Ni kama mudhokinju. The philosophy breaks down how I go about overcoming challenges and trying to be elite in a few categories such as learning new calisthenic skills, running the gym and the brand, and better coaching. The reason why I'm putting out this content right now is triggered by the fact that I was involved in a gruesome, no, not so gruesome, but I was involved in a motorcycle accident last year in September 2023, just in case anyone finds this later than 2024. To anyone who rides motorcycles, you probably know all about meat crayon. Is something karibu nigeuke. Up to this point, I've always believed that I am an advanced athlete, but since that accident happened, probably knocked me down a few levels, back down to intermediate, lower intermediate, in fact. My fitness or training weaknesses have always been my poor hip mobility and hamstring flexibility. And since that accident, it probably got worse. Granted, I didn't work on those as much as I needed to, but that set me back levels, strength levels. To all athletes or anyone who trains, you probably know the saying that availability is the best ability. Otherwise, there's no gains that are going to be happening. So, since the accident, I couldn't train for close to 4 months. My hip mobility, my shoulder mobility, even my ankle mobility was heavily decimated by what happened. Not being able to train meant that I couldn't even do the basic movements, including what introduced me to calisthenics, which is handstands. Picture not doing what you love doing for months on end. So I could not do handstands for months. I couldn't do pull-ups. I could not do push-ups. Or everything was painful whenever I tried to do those. Apart from the handstands, I couldn't even work on my weaknesses. And to finally help you understand what the Kalistoic is all about, I have given myself a challenge. Not just resume what I was doing before the accident, but take it a step higher and start off with learning how to do the V-sit, which to me is the ultimate challenge just because of my weakness. So, poor hamstring flexibility and hip mobility. If you do not have those, there is no way you're unlocking the V-sit. With that type of content as my Stoics journal, it will be the perfect opportunity to show you how to make calisthenics easier. So by improving daily, weekly, or even quarterly, Kaizen style, which is another reason there's a K in Kalistoic. Such a challenge can be brutal to your mentor. So for a bit of fun and sanity, I am going to finally learn how to do wheelies on the bike. Learning how to wheelie, to me, just shows that I'm getting better at controlling the motorcycle. So hopefully, I can prevent future accidents, which just means I'll prevent getting non-exercise related injuries. I use the same philosophy when I'm training my clients. So if you can pick up a thing or two about training and embodying a stoic way of life, then I'll have done my part in trying to explain what the Kalistoic really is. If you haven't followed already, come check out my page. Let's do all this together.
So make you feel